Hi guys, this is Chippy with Ultrabook News. We've got an Ivy Bridge Ultrabook here. It's a Samsung Series 9 15-inch with Core i5 3317U 1.7 gigahertz Ivy Bridge CPU with 8 gigs of RAM and a 128 gig SSD. And I want to show you just a couple of games on this. Some games that I've downloaded through Steam. So let's go through a few of those. So the first one we got here is Torchlight. This isn't a very heavyweight application. In fact, this runs on first generation Ultrabooks, but we've got the frame rate up there in the top left. Let's just get that into the camera frame, so it gives you an idea of how this is performing. 1366 by 768 is the resolution. Let's turn the volume up and continue the game. So, here we go. As you can see, it's actually pretty smooth actually. We're talking about 90 frames a second, I think that was there as we came out of it. Let's go into another segment of the game. So a couple of hundred frames a second going on here. Whoops, got that on pause. 97 frames a second. I mean, there's nothing really much going on here, but
You have gained in experience.
So this is an easy one for Ultrabooks, and there's really no problems playing this one at all. So let's try something a little bit more heavyweight. So I'm going to show you Ridge Racer now, and we're going to run this in 1280 by 768. And that's just to prove it's the HD graphics 4000, Intel HD 4000 graphics. Let's just kick that off. Right then. Keep an eye on the frames a second in the top left there. Now Fraps does take a little bit of, maybe a few frames a second away from the game, but not much. And in fact, the quality here isn't that great. In fact, there's actually not much you can do in terms of changing the settings apart from lowering the resolution, and we're running 1280 by 768 here. What I want to do though is plug the power in, because we're on battery mode at the moment. So let's just pause that and grab the power cable, plug that in here, and let's resume the game. So you've seen the frame rates have actually gone up a bit, 18 frames a second now. If that was 20-25 frames a second, you could almost say, okay, this is usable. But the point is that on the Samsung Series 9, under battery mode, there's no turbo boost. So to get turbo boost, get the full CPU power, you have to plug the mains in. Now let's just run that at a different screen resolution. So now we're going to run it at native resolution, 1600 by 900 on this screen. Of course, it's going to be much lower frame rate. So here we go at native resolution, 1600 by 900. Frame rate in the top left hand corner there, keep an eye on that. And we're down to 13 frames a second now, and this is really not a very nice experience at all. Let me just pull the mains cable out and we'll go to battery mode. It's out now, and you should see the frame rate, average frame rate, drop a little. Okay, it's 10 to 12, maybe 1 frame a second, 10% less maybe, but really not that usable. So there's an example of a game that's really not that usable on an HD 4000 equipped Ultrabook. Let's try something else. Okay, we got Dirt Showdown now. This is a recent release, 2012, I believe. It's pretty heavyweight. Let's see how it performs in 1366 by 768 mode. I got the frap score on the top left. Okay, so you can see about 20 to 25 frames a second there. It's actually not that good in my opinion. This is 1366 by 768 resolution. I'm now going to pull the mains power out. We should see the frame rate drop a little bit. Yeah, we're down to 15, 16 frames, and it really is not that nice at all now. So Dirt Showdown, not recommended for Ivy Bridge Ultrabooks, and certainly not recommended for Sandy Bridge Ultrabooks as well. Looks like a good game though. So this is Just Cause 2. I think this is a 2010 game. We're just loading this up now. See how this performs on the Samsung Series 9 with Ivy Bridge. So here we are in Just Cause 2. I can tell you that at native resolution it was completely unplayable with about 5 frames per second. This is not much better, maximum 20 frames per second, but it's not very responsive at all. And this looks like it's just a little bit too much for an Ultrabook, an Ivy Bridge Ultrabook. It's not very responsive at all. So that's Just Cause 2. Just quickly show you what the, if we take it down to 800 by 600, see what sort of frame rate we get now. Okay, so down at this frame rate we're at a sort of 30 to 40 frames per second average. It's actually pretty good. Of course, we've lost a lot of detail on the screen here, but it's that's the sort of screen resolutions at which the games will be playable. At least these high-end games, anyway. Okay, that's Just Cause 2. Okay, something a little bit more cartoony now. This is Rayman Origins. Frames per second on the top left. So as you can see, it's holding a pretty steady 50 plus frames a second, which is good. So I think we would safely say that Rayman Origins works pretty well, and this is a good example of the type of game that's going to work well. It's that sort of cartoony, not intensive graphics game. Bang Bang Racing is another one that I tried on this earlier. Unfortunately, it doesn't work now on a second install. But anyway, that's another sort of cartoony game that is fun and plays absolutely smoothly. So there's a few demos for you of some games, all from Steam, all demos on Ivy Bridge with the Samsung Series 9, 15-inch, running Core i5 at 1.6 GHz.